Alright folks, we got a game here. Rainbow Rocketeers in blue. Another team in orange. I'm not exactly sure who it is. I'm going to try to cast this game on the fly. Shadow with a nice attempt puts the ball into the corner to set up a play here. It is stopped by Shogun, who deflects the ball back into position. Orange team trying to make a move here. Shogun goes up high to spike it down. Oh, and the ball teases it. Oh, man. Nicola cannot get that attempt to go through. All right, Shogun there back on defense. Stops the ball from going up high. Puts the ball in pressure. This is going to roll right into the net. Shogun with the opening goal for Rainbow Rocketeers. Let's take another look at this. He comes up high off the wall and just pings it down, and it ever so gently fits right into goal. Smashing. Whoops. Off the kickoff. So far, the orange team. A bit of a setup here. Shadow centers the ball a little bit nicely, but the attempt is good. They're leaving their net a bit wide open. We'll have to take a look and see exactly what kind of approach they're taking. A lot of big shots being made by this team. Shadow gets underneath it. He's going to make a move on goal. Nicolas there to follow up, but the ball sends way high. Not a good center to follow up there. Merzalone. Let's try that. Nicola tries to center the ball up. There's nobody there to make a play on it. The ball is behind me. That is not helpful, people. Oh, Shogun tries to get the center there for Shadow, but he couldn't quite set it up. A nice stop by this orange team. Ball put on net, and it ekes into the corner. Merzalone with the first goal for his team. Let's take another look at this. Comes off the wall, and a big long-distance shot. Fortunately, the net was left wide open. 1-1 for this team so far. Shadow with a nice stop off the kickoff. Shogun clears it downfield. It's going to go high off the wall. Tries to make a play on it, but can't quite. Merzalone nearly an own goal, but there's Shogun to answer back off the rebound. Let's watch this again. He sends the ball high, puts the shot on the wall. Merzalone gets a bad position on it. I think got in the way of his defender to set up a lovely goal. And here we go again. Big square off. Shogun gets the ball on the orange side, but it's going to fall back a bit. Into the corner. Big setup. Fortunately, they didn't bite on that clear. Nobody was there to actually make an attempt on it for this orange team. Nicola clears it up. Sends it into the corner. Shadow can't get underneath it. He's going to try to set it up, but can't do it. Shogun cannot make it happen. The ball is not in a good position, not at a good angle to make an attempt on net. Oh, but there's a good clear. Shadow sends it up a little too high and a little too left to actually make a play. There we go. Shadow centers it again. This is in a good spot. Shadow centers it nicely. Shogun is there, but can't get on it. That was a wide open shot, but it didn't happen. Now the ball up high. Marvash? My bad. I'm still learning, everybody. Bear with me. Marvash tries to make that happen. Nicola there. Shadow tries to follow through, but cannot do it. Shadow again, a nice little center there. But this orange team is getting on it. Shadow sets up the attempt nicely, but there's Shogun to put it away. Gets the hat trick. Third goal of the game. Shadow couldn't quite get the angle on it, but Shogun was right there to answer and give them the advantage. Back to the kickoff. Here we go. Shogun sets the ball up nicely, but he has to split to grab a boost, which gives this orange team a chance to clear, but they don't do it. Shadow puts a great angle on it for the fourth goal of the match. Looking good for Rainbow Rocketeers. Oh, let's catch the replay, huh? Beautiful angle on that. Squeaks it by the defense. And now, back to kickoff. Here we go. Marvash was trying to slow down, maybe make a second play on it, but fortunately Shadow was able to kind of deflect that kickoff pretty nicely. Looks like we're seeing a pretty standard attack by Rainbow Rocketeers. They're using what's typically referred to as a 1-1-1 approach, where you have one person on defense, one on offense, and one playing midfield that kind of floats in between both positions. They're getting a lot of offensive opportunities, so it gets a little hard to call sometimes. Yeah, you can see, well, they might actually be doing a bit of a 1-2, or just getting really aggressive. It's a little hard to say. Oh, a nice angle there by the orange team, but no, Nikolaj with a great clear out. Shogun up high, gets a great angle on it, and puts away his 4th goal of the tournament. That might have been his 5th, actually. I don't remember anymore. It's a lot of goals. I think that was actually number 4, and Shadow got that last one. So 5-1 for this squad so far. This is a very solidly owned game by Rainbow Rocketeers as we enter the final 30 seconds of play. So not the same kind of excitement from the first game we've casted here, but that's okay. We're still early in the tournament. We'll see how things kind of develop as we keep going forward. But I will stick to these wonderful people, cast what I can. Final 10 seconds. Looks like Shogun was trying to put another goal away, but that ball's going to fall harmlessly into the corner, and there is your game. Rainbow Rocketeers take the win 5-1. Very well done. So it looks like we are headed into the next game. I think we are in what could be the 3rd win for Rainbow Rocketeers. I'm not exactly sure where we are in this series, but I do believe that they won the game that I tried to join. And I think now we are on the next game in this series, which could be the 3rd win and could put them through. Big mid-air collision. We get things started. Shogun already in a great spot, and that is an easy goal. Ugly defense by this team. Let's take another look if we get the chance. They cannot connect. 2 big whiffs. And here we go. Another face-off. Goes pretty nicely. Nicola is in really good spot to kind of make these defensive stops. He's been doing excellently. And, oh, but a great goal there. Shows that he's more than just a goalie. You say he's just a friend. Goalie, shot scorer, goal scorer. Rainbow Rocketeers off to an amazing start in this game. 2-0 with only 20 seconds elapsed. Oh, a nice little shot on goal, but there's Nicola showing that he is a jack of all trades. Gets the big stop. Already got the big goal. Shadow in a good spot here. Trying to make a play on it, but nope, he cannot convert. Ball falls back onto the defensive side. Shadow stops it in the corner while Nicola falls back into goal. I like seeing teams with really clearly defined roles. They're doing really well here. Oh, another shot set up, but the net is wide open. Oh, no! El Betume. Oh, El Betume. There we go. I can see it now with the proper case. Gets a very distant goal there that probably should not have happened. Shogun, good timing off the clear to send the ball into the corner. Shadow there to pick it up. He sets the ball up into the corner. Tries to pick up his own center, but cannot get the right angle on it. Shadow sends the ball up a little high. Here comes Nicola, who falls back out of goal, or drops out of goal. Shogun goes up high off the wall to get the aerial shot to center this ball into the middle of the field. Shogun tries to sneak it in there, but there's Shadow. to put it away. Very nice. Bear with me, folks. I am getting some dry throat here. All right. So here we go. Face-off yet again. Looking good for Rainbow Rocketeers. Sends up a big high-arcing rainbow shot. Oh, and Shogun. Beautiful goal. Let's watch this again. I hope we get to see it. Big high-arcing shot off of the kickoff. Those are very hard to gauge. You know? They are really hard shots to gauge. And Shogun was able to actually make his own clear, or his own rebound, excuse me, and get that goal. Oh, a good center for this team, but they couldn't actually follow up on it. Oh, there, a big shot by Shogun, and they can't stop it. This game is securely in the hands of Rainbow Rocketeers. Look at this. Squeaks it by the defense. Wide open net. Gets the goal. If this orange team takes anything away from this tournament, it's that they're probably going to want to readjust how they play these games. You know, maybe stick to a little more committed defender. I mean, they're getting a few goals here and there, but it seems to just be exploiting the occasional gap that Rainbow Rocketeers is leaving behind. Like here, there's Nicola. Big aerial stop. Looks good. He has to come back down. Shadow clears it up the wall. Again, that net was wide open. And a big follow-through by Nicola. Look at this again. Up off the wall. Comes rolling in. They can't get the stop on it, and it gets into a great angle for him to actually make a play on that shot. 2:38 to go. 6-1. This game is securely in the grips of Rainbow Rocketeers. I don't expect to see much change here. But again, this orange team is not making the plays happen that they need to make happen. They're trying to go super aggressive when they really can't. They cannot afford to be super aggressive. The only time you can be super aggressive is if you have people on your team that are really reactive and able to kind of get back into position with great efficiency. And they're having a really hard time. That was an excellent offensive opportunity for Rainbow Rocketeers. And again, another one. These guys are in a good spot. Shogun comes off the wall. Look at this beautiful aerial. And he's going to get it in there. A glorious looking goal. Let's get another angle on this. Shogun sets the ball up high, and it just comes squeaking in. Amazing. Great angle on the goal, and great angle on the shot. This team is going to be somebody to watch in this tournament. We'll see how far they make it. Nicola, great stop there to keep this Brazil going. So we've got over a minute to spare here. I mean, we really are just sort of seeing some pretty solid domination on this team. Shogun has been a brilliant striker. And again, look at that. Coming high up. Puts it away. 8-1. I mean, they are really just driving home the fact that this is going to be their series to lose. And they are not going to. So Shogun drives it home very nicely. All right, Shogun clears the ball onto that side, the orange side, that side. All right, they're playing it tight to the corner. No changing of the offensive strategy. Just keep the offense coming. I think Shadow may have stopped himself there. And right now, everybody's just trying to score. All 6 players are up in this side of the field, which of course is going to leave the net wide open for Rocketeers, but I don't think they really care at this point. It's an 8-1 advantage. We got less than a minute to go. Oh, and that's a graceful ball that I thought was going to roll toward the goal, but it was just off point. Shadow sets it up nicely. Finally getting a good clear. Speaking of clears, that is something this orange team can also take away. They gotta get working on their defense. Their defensive positioning and their ability to make clears is just not there. And if they don't have that, they're going to just let these opportunities keep sliding past. You can see they're just getting out of position. They got to work on those aerial stops. That's really a big area of opportunity for them, because they are getting smoked. They're like a ham right now. Oh, and that's going to be another goal, but a good stop there. Marvash gets in the right spot to make a stop, but this should seal the deal for the Rocketeers. Rainbow Rocketeers. Jeez, I am so sorry.